This is the Mckees 37 Graphene Pro Coat 2.0. This is their up to 10-year coating. So far, what the frick happened here, Dave? Okay, that's a spider web.
Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any of our future transformation details. But let's go ahead and get started with this update.
Y'all, it's been a hot minute since I've washed my husband's truck.
The number one potential risk that any ceramic coating has is water spots. Now, when we come in close, you can see because there was a light layer of dust on the truck and it rained, we have kind of these fine dirt water beads all over it, but normally those come off very easily with a good contact wash.
So it should be a sick day for me, but it's not. It's fall and the weather is actually pretty tolerable right now. It's like 50 degrees outside. And before it gets too cold, we need to go ahead and recoat one of the panels on my husband's truck because we had some PDR done to it and I had to polish out the scratches. So we actually need to recoat this entire back panel. It shouldn't take long whatsoever. We already polished it to get this truck ready for winter. Because I do store our vehicles outside a lot when I have customers' vehicles in the shop and I'm working on them, and I already have a pretty full December. I have a feeling we're gonna fortunately and just I'm very thankful stay busy this winter, but that means that my vehicles kind of get left outside a lot, and this truck, honestly, we haven't washed it in a couple weeks, and we have a tournament this weekend. And for me, I know that my husband would probably say it's just gonna get rained on, don't bother washing it. When there is rain in the forecast, I like to wash my vehicle before the weather, because if you have dirt on the vehicle and it gets rain on there, you have a higher risk of mineral deposits and kind of that dirt getting water spotty and it just being even more of a visible eyesore. So when it's supposed to rain, I actually like to wash it. That gives me nice fresh hydrophobics, better self-cleaning capabilities out of the coating, and less risk of water spotting issues from dirt kind of drying on there, if that makes sense. But I want to do a quick check-in for you guys for the Mckees 37 Pro Coat 2.0. So far, I've been loving it. It takes about 20 minutes to wash this truck. Before, it used to take me 45 minutes to an hour. The paint is super soft. So for me, I don't have to be aggressive whatsoever to wash it. It just makes it a whole lot easier and kind of fun, I'm not going to lie. But I'm sick and I really don't want to spend a lot of time doing this. So what we're going to do is wash everything, and then we're actually going to be applying the Vonixx Synergy wheel coating to the wheel faces. I kind of want to test that during this winter. So we're going to be testing out some different options on my own personal vehicles for wheel coatings, just to make maintenance easier. We're going to get the tires cleaned, everything, and then we'll reapply our coating to this back panel. So it shouldn't take me too long. Honestly, all these products are really easy to work with. So we're just going to do some quick check-ins and show you guys the finished result. I have someone coming in about 45 minutes, so we got to get all this done.
To get our wheels ready for our ceramic spray coating, we're first going to use Purist Wheel and Iron Remover. This will clean as well as remove any sort of iron contaminants off of the wheel simultaneously, and we're using Shine Supply Wise Guy for our tire cleaner. These are two of my favorites to just quickly get a job that I really don't like done. So we're going to go ahead and get everything nice and clean, and then we'll come in and do a initial pre-rinse to see where our hydrophobics are at. Now, I can tell you guys, whenever I wash this vehicle, even if there's a light layer of dust on it, our hydrophobics have just shined through. I have not really seen any sort of clogging to the point where our hydrophobics haven't been able to push through. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't get clogged. It might just be smaller beads and not as tight, but it's very easily declogged with just a simple basic contact wash. Now, I am maintaining it properly. I do try to wash it about once a month. I'm using either ceramic infused or pH friendly soaps, and I'm also using drying aids just because this paint is so stinking soft. I could look at it and it gets scratched. I've kind of given up thinking that this paint is going to be perfect. It's a black work truck. I have 2 kids and they are constantly nicking it, as you can actually see where we had to have the PDR done and I had to polish out some of the scratches from his nail marks. But now that you've seen a quick peek of how impressive our pre-wash hydrophobics are, we're going to do our contact wash to remove that film using Shine Supply Shift. This is a pH neutral soap, perfect for extending the life of any ceramic coating. We'll rinse off all of our soap, and I can't tell you how fun this coating is. This has some of the most intense hydrophobics I've seen of any coating.
It looks like a mirror.
To speed up the drying process, since this truck is so big, I always use a blower just to get 95% of the water off of the vehicle. And then I will come in and use one of my favorite drying aids. I actually sell this product for customers to maintain their own coated vehicle with, and that is Titan from Phoenix EOD. And in under 20 minutes, I've been able to wash and dry this massive truck safely, and it looks brand new. As a detailer, I wasn't a fan of my husband picking out a black truck, but I have to agree with him. It looks so good when it's clean.
It is so smooth.
The only issue that I've had with this ceramic coating is that because it is extremely hydrophobic with small tiny beads that run off very quickly, it can be prone to minor water spots, but I've been able to easily remove them with Mckees 37, their fast water spot remover. I might do a treatment once every 2 months or so as needed, but it's an acid-free formula, so it's not going to hurt the coating. So for those of you that have wanted to check this product out, here's the products that I use to maintain it with. You can use Mckees 37 products, but I like to switch things up from time to time, these two being some of my favorite. But there you have it, a quick update on how our Pro Coat 2.0 coating has been holding up. Now let's go ahead and get our wheels protected.
Vonixx has their brand new Synergy plastic. They have their Synergy paint, and they have their Synergy wheel. Now I've done reviews on the Synergy paint. We're gonna take a closer look at the Synergy wheel. So what we're first going to do is just a quick IPA wipe. Anytime you're putting down a coating, paint, wheels, glass, you want to make sure that there's no residue. That way the coating actually is going to bond with the clear coat versus anything that might be clogging it up in between. And wheels, they're just kind of notorious sometimes, no matter how thorough you try to be. It's going to be a little bit, maybe water spots or brake dust left behind. So this is just a really good extra measure to take. So you can see we still had just a slight bit of brake dust on there. So now we'll just give that a second to evaporate. Now if you want to take the wheels off, you can. I'm not worried about that though. These are very forgiving wheels, and with their Vonixx Synergy, what you want to do, Tiago recommends that you spray it directly to the wheel. All right, so you can see we've got a good healthy dose on there. And what's great about this stuff, not only the smell, I mean, you guys know I'm geeking out over the smell. A lot of coatings, they're just really harsh on your lungs. But this is just as simple as a quick detailer. And I'm really, really interested to see what kind of durability you can expect on wheels with a product that is this easy to apply. I'm basically going through the same motions that I just did to apply the IPA. Just spray, wipe off, and then we're gonna flip to a dry side of our microfiber and just give this a gentle touch. For those that you don't want to spend the money for wheel coating, you're just looking for easier maintenance, a little bit of added protection, especially as we head into wintertime, to make maintenance easier for you. Maybe you do frequent the automatic car wash, and sometimes their high pressure hoses or whatever aren't sufficient enough to clean your wheels. When you have protection, high pressure water is going to do a lot better job at cleaning when you have protection on versus nothing at all. These wheels look glossy, feel slick, it smells like fruity banana, some sort of fruit in here. It just smells delicious. And that took me a whole of 1 minute to apply. It was developed to promote shine, make your wheels easy to clean, and protect them for up to 6 months. And in about a minute, you're able to apply up to 6 months worth of protection and easier maintenance on your wheels. Now, it is November. We are headed into wintertime. They're calling for a more usual winter for us. Last winter, we had maybe 1.5 inches of snow. It was super disappointing. This year, they're saying we should have a few good snows. Now, I know that in the wintertime, I don't like maintaining our vehicle like I typically would. I will do a lot of rinseless washes. And rinseless washes, you can clean tires and wheels that way, but when you have protection on there, your wheels aren't going to get as dirty. So you can be able to do a method like a rinseless wash more frequently versus having to break out a hose, heavy duty cleaners, brushes, etc. So anytime you have protection on your vehicle, it's just going to make maintenance easier for you. Make sure you subscribe because we're going to be doing updates on this product for you guys. For those of you that want to know, is this an actual legit product that you can use to maintain wheels? For those of you that maybe have black wheels, matte wheels, this does a fantastic job at just enriching black matte wheels. A lot of times with matte wheels, the ones that I see are deeply scratched because the customers have taken it through the automatic car wash, and this will actually help restore some of that nice black glow appearance to it, and it will just help protect your wheels. You don't have to use harsh chemicals to clean them that will stain them. You can just maintain your tires and wheels with soap and water. So I am really excited to test this out, to see how this holds up during the winter. We are now November, so if we can get November, December, January, February, March, April, if we can get through, honestly, I would be impressed if we could make it to March. That'd be 5 months winter time on a truck. I would be extremely surprised and impressed. What do you guys think? You think it will last? I don't know. Make sure you subscribe so that you can stay tuned and see if this actually will hold up throughout the winter.
So give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about the products that we used, make sure you leave your questions in the comment section down below. But thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the very next detail.